going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best players that you should be buying right now due to the recent market crash. They are way down in price. I think there's some really good cards out there that are going to improve your OVR and hopefully help you guys win some more games. Now, this is a video series that we normally drop on Saturdays, but I'm traveling today. I'm actually pre-recording this video Thursday night to put it out on Friday morning because I'm traveling to Philadelphia for the playoff game this weekend. And I do just want to give one quick disclaimer. All of the average prices that we're going to mention within this video are from MUT.gg, and you might start to see these cards actually creep up in price. There was a really nice pack offer that was just throwing out 93s and 94s to a lot of people, and that plus the new playoff cards that came out yesterday has caused cards to come down in price. But again, they could slowly start to creep up, especially with not the most amazing legend drop in the world on Saturday. So if you're going to make any pickups based off of this video, do it sooner rather than later before you miss out on some good prices. So with all that being said, let's go through the cards. We're going to start at the quarterback position, and we got Jeff Garcia. This is currently my quarterback right now. I don't think he's the best QB in the game, but for 300,000 coins, I think you get a lot of value. Now, he's not going to be the fastest, but 88 speed is great, and he fits like 5 or 6 different theme teams, including some of the best out there with the Lions, the Eagles, and the 49ers. So you can definitely get him to 89, 90 speed potentially. Really good throw power at 94, short throw 94 as well, mid 93, deep 90, and he gets Master Tactician for 4 AP, which is what I currently have on him. I like this ability, and if you can get it on any quarterback, you know, like the Ghost or Zero Chill, Josh Allen has it as well. That's why a lot of people like that card. It's going to give you faster hot routes, which can, you know, help you kind of get your offense organized and ready to snap the ball maybe before your opponent's defense is all set up. You're going to be able to use the playmaker ability, which is being able to send the closest receiver to you up the field with your right analog stick, and you get all of the extra hot routes on any pass catcher, whether it's a tight end, receiver, running back. So you get the Texas route, you get zig routes anywhere. It's just a really good ability for 4 AP. If you don't care about that, or if you want to stack it, you can add on Gunslinger for 2 AP as well. So 6 AP total, or you can go just 2 or just 4, up to you. But for 300,000 coins, I think you get a really, really solid quarterback. Now, if that's out of your price range, I mentioned Josh Allen. He's a little bit more expensive. A card that's less expensive but doesn't get the greatest abilities is going to be the Ghost of Madden Future Bo Nix. I've talked about this card a handful of times in prior videos like this one. He's down to 220,000 coins. You got 92 speed, 95 throw power, short, mid, and deep throw accuracies, all at 90. I talk about thresholds a lot here. There's an accuracy threshold from 90 to 94 and then 95 plus. So a 90 short throw is going to behave the same as a 91, 92, 93, or 94. And being that he has 90 plus on all of these, that's a W. He doesn't get really any good abilities. If you want to go gift wrap for 1 AP, you can certainly go that route. And if 220K is out of your price range, you can take a look at like the legend Donovan McNabb card. I think he's under 200K, but those are going to be my best 2 kind of on a budget options right now at quarterback. When it comes to running back, I'm going to stick with the same recommendation that we've had for a handful of videos now here. It's going to be Ghost of Madden Pass, Sean Alexander. I just think he gives you a bunch of everything. He is a power back archetype, but you get 95 speed and 98 acceleration. The 80 catch is a really nice added bonus there. He shouldn't drop too many passes, if any at all. And then you get 95 change of direction. Again, on a power back, his agility is very low, but you get 93 trucking, 97 break tackle. He also gets the tank ability for 2 AP. If you can get tank on your running back, David Montgomery gets it as well. Highly, highly recommend. Everybody in this game, for the most part, goes for hit sticks, and you're just going to bounce off of those, and you can get a lot of extra yardage, pick up a lot of first downs that you normally wouldn't, and you can find this Sean Alexander card right now down to 265,000 coins. So with yesterday's content drop, we saw the majority of the release number 1 playoff 94 overall champions go down in price, and one of those cards was Nico Collins. He's got 95 speed, 6'4", 93 catch, 94 catch in traffic, short route running, mid route running 93, deep route running 95. I had this card for like a 4 or 5 day period on my main account. He was pretty productive while I had him, and he's now down to about 296k. As far as abilities go, he does get deep out elite for 2 AP. That is at a discount. It's a pretty good ability for outside receivers that are usually taller and you're throwing down the field. It lights up. You get some good catch animations on aggressive catches. Is it worth 2 AP right now? In my opinion, no, but if you got the AP free and you want something to put on a wide receiver and you're going to rock with this Nico Collins, go for it. But I think for under 300k, really, really good pickup. The next 2 cards, repetitive here, but they're still really good, and they just continue to get less expensive. The first one is going to be Ghost of Madden Pass Kelvin Megatron Johnson. This wide receiver is 6'5" with stock 95 speed. This week we are seeing a couple new 96 speed receivers, and with Xavier Worthy yesterday at 97, but 95 speed is still very good and probably the more common that you're going to see for receivers for the next week or so until we start to see everybody jump up to 96s. So you get this card for 230k. Like, it just continues to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. I thought at like 330, 300k it was a good buy. At 230, if you need a wide receiver, it's a no-brainer. You also get 97 jumping, 90 catching, 97 spec catch, short mid route running 90, deep route running 97. Again, just like the throwing accuracies, there are thresholds on route running, and you got 90 to 94 and then 95 plus. So the short and mid route running at a 90 will behave the same as 94, 93, 92, and 91. Hopefully you get the point, and this card doesn't need any abilities. We also recommend CD Lamb. Yep, a cowboy. I like to make fun of them, but I'm not that biased, or I'm not going to lead you guys down the wrong path. This is still a very, very good card, and he is down to 170k. That is extremely cheap for a 95 speed 6'2" receiver at this point in the game. Again, just like Megatron and with most of these zero chill cards at wide receiver or ghost cards, you're not really going to need any abilities, and the abilities that are available are kind of overpriced when it comes to the ability points. But you got 6'2", 95 speed, 92 catching, 93 catching traffic, short route running 90, mid 92, deep route running 90. And then just one more recommendation, because this card kind of surprised me. I only used him for about a week over on my no money spent account, but Campus Hero Rome's a Dunze, and you don't want to buy the hollow version of it, which is more expensive. You just want the basic one. The attributes are exactly the same. It's just the card art. You don't want to pay more coin for card art. Promise you, it's not going to impact you on the field at all. But this card dropped all the way down to 300k, and I think even in the catalog it showed that he was at like 280k. If you can get him for under 300, you get a 6'3" receiver, 95 speed, 94 catching, short mid route running at 94, deep 91. Now, is he better than Megatron? No, I would probably say not, but he does get Playmaker as a 1 AP ability if you want to use that, or if you just want to switch it up and try some different cards, give this Rome Odunze a look, because he's really, really good. And the last card on offense that we're going to talk about in this video, this is a card I haven't used yet, but he had a breakouts card earlier in the year that was really good, and attribute-wise, this one looks good as well. It's another release number 1 playoff card in Dalton Kincaid, 6'4", 94 speed. There's a few tight ends out there with 95 speed. 94 is amazing. You got 93 catch and traffic, spec catch, short route running, and mid route running. The run block and the strength are awful, but he's a vertical threat archetype. If you're looking for a tight end, you can throw it to 300k, really fair price on it, and he gets short and elite for 2 AP, which is usually pretty good on tight ends that run shorter, quicker routes. Let's talk defense now. Let's talk pass rushers to start it out. At defensive end, left end specifically, Javon Curse. I talked about this card last week, and I'm going to talk about it again. 300k, if you can get him under that price point, better for you right there. But you're going to get defensive end with 93 stock speed, 87 acceleration. The strength is a bit low at 84, 90 tackle, 94 block shed. He's going to be good against the run. 96 finesse move is insanely good at this point in the year. And then you got 80 power move. When this card first came out, I never really gave it a try because he had terrible abilities, and there were just better Ghost of Madden pass rushers out there with a better ability stacks. Once those frozen abilities went away, I decided to give him a try, and he actually played really, really well for me. That speed off the edge was amazing. You'll see in the gameplay clips how quick he can get to the quarterback in the right situation. So if you can get him under 300k, definitely go for it. My favorite pass rusher in this video, though, and I've talked about him like 5 videos in a a row now is Kyle Van Noy. Now, he's about 250K. If you can get him at that price or even lower, big W. You can user this card if you want, but I think he's better as a pass rusher, power rusher archetype, 6'3". You got 92 speed, 95 strength, 90 tackle, 95 block shed and power move. The finesse move is low, but I promise you this card gets to the quarterback. He's a starter on my main account. He's a starter on my no money spent account. He is incredibly productive for 250K, and I've talked about this before as well. Underrated attribute on this card is the 78 catch. He's caught a lot of tip passes or throw out of sack animations at the line of scrimmage, which have turned into pick sixes and turnovers, and that's something that's just really valuable. And when you can get a player like this for 250K, if you need pass rush, you do not want to pass that up. If you need some help in the middle of your defensive line, Vita Vea, another release #1 playoff card. He's dropped down to about 315K. The reason I like this card is because he gets inside stuff for 1 AP. There's not a ton of defensive tackles out there that get it. You got Jordan Davis, which is like 450K, might be a little bit lower in price. DeForest Buckner from Campus Heroes 2, but Vita Vea to me is better than those two cards because he takes up a lot of space. 6'4", 347 pounds, 80 speed isn't half bad on a card and a player that big, but you get 94 strength, 94 tackle, 95 block shed to help against the run, and then he also adds in the 95 power move. If he can get to the quarterback, that's even better, but if you're just looking for a guy to help you stop the run, he is your guy. And if you want two defensive tackles that can do that, take a look at Devondre Sweat. He doesn't get any good discounted abilities, but this card is a freak of nature. I've talked about it before. He's 366 pounds and has 86 speed with 97 acceleration. You just don't simply see defensive tackles at this point in the year that get abilities like that or attributes like that. He's down to 210K. He makes a really good backup defensive tackle #2. You also got 95 strength, 90 tackle, and 95 block shed to help against the run. Power move at 97. The finesse move is really low, but I like this card a ton for that price point. If you're looking for some users, we got left outside linebacker Anthony Barr. It's straightforward with this card. 6'5", 95 speed, and he also gives you 93 agility. For the price, I think it's very fair here, down to 190K, and you definitely want to make sure you equip Lurk Artist on him for 1 AP. Another option that's kind of more a well-rounded middle linebacker, you can certainly user him, is Ghost of Madden Pass Luke Kuechly, 6'3" with 94 speed, so only one behind Anthony Barr, obviously a little bit shorter there, but he adds in 90 acceleration, 87 tackle, 94 block shed. That's going to be helpful against the run, but he's got really good pass coverage. 94 hit power is great, 87 zone. If you want to let the AI control him in zone coverage, he should be just fine. If you're going to user him, I think he's fast enough and tall enough to go out there and do that, and he's going to be down to 300K, just like Anthony Barr. You want to make sure you put Lurker on him for 1 AP. Now we're going to move over to the secondary to end out the video. We got a bunch of cornerbacks. Probably my favorite budget value cornerback in the game is Antonio Cromartie, 6'2" with stock 95 speed. He is a man-to-man archetype. He does have 94 man, but the 90 zone allows him to play zone coverage pretty well. He gets 95 acceleration, 90 agility is not half bad, 96 jumping is good. The play rec is low, but I've used him on the main account. I've used him on no money spent. I've never noticed that to be an issue. This card, you're going to want to put pick artists on him for 2 AP, but he's down to 200K. Really good price there. Here's a slept-on card. It's another Campus Heroes 2 card in Devon Witherspoon. I love him as a slot receiver if you play, or slot defender, if you play a lot of man coverage, because he gets mid route KO for 1 AP, and it's the zone equivalent or the man equivalent to a zone knockout. So if somebody's trying to throw quick slants on you, quick crossers, he's usually going to get those knockout animations if he's in a step or two of the receiver. He's also giving you that stock 95 speed. His zone coverage isn't half bad. 90 zone is pretty good. His abilities favor man-to-man style defense, but you can play him in a zone as well. 95 man, 94 acceleration, 93 agility. And this card, like all of these Campus Hero 2 champions that we've mentioned so far, is down to 300K. Here's another underrated cornerback, but really only if you're playing man coverage or you're trying to get some pick artists on the field and you have one ability point free. It's going to be Vontae Davis on the shorter side, so I'd play him at CB3 or CB4 because he's 5'11", and he will be outdated soon because of the 94 speed. If you happen to be like a Bills or Dolphins or Colts team teamer, you can get him to 95 and 96 speed. He has 89 zone. That can be bumped up into the 90s with strategy items, and 94 man. Again, the reason I like this card and most of the legends over the last couple weeks since we hit 94 champions, they get 2 discounted ability buckets, so you can go pick artist for 1 and mid route KO for 1 together for 2. I knew that because I'm good at math. If you just want to use one or the other, you certainly can, but if you're running man coverage scheme, definitely go mid route KO. If you're just looking for a pick artist for 1 AP, you got that availability. He's down to 280,000 coins, and if you got a bunch of legend tokens available, this is a card you can use it on. I wouldn't recommend it over other choices, but say you got like 75 to 100 tokens to use, and we're running down to the last drop of these legends very soon, and you don't know how to use it on, Vontae Davis is your guy. And if you're more of a zone player here, we got Julius Peppers. He goes with everything you need in a corner, 6'7", 94 speed, 90 man, 97 zone. If you rock a lot of zone coverage, you can play him at free safety or strong safety as well, but that 97 zone, 6'7", and 94 speed, incredibly good. Pick artist for 2 AP on this card would be recommended. You can find him for 190K at free safety. One of my favorite cards, Tyler Nubin. He doesn't get any good discounted abilities. You are going to have to pay the 2 AP for pick artist, but he's 6'2", 94 speed, 97 acceleration, 90 man coverage, 94 zone, 93 hit power. He can pretty much do it all. If you want to sub linebacker and user him, you can do that as well. If you want to play him as a high safety and coverage, you got that. Xavier McKinney, the playoff 94 overall champion, definitely better than this card because he gets the 1 AP pick artist and he's got 95 speed. But if that card's out of your price range, which it goes for about 400,000 coins right now, Tyler Nubin is a less expensive option, half the price. He's down to 200K. If you can get him under that, definitely go for it. And then on the strong safety side of it, this card is intriguing. I'm not going to try it out, but if you're looking for a strong safety, Cam Curl's Team of the Week card, not bad. 6'2", 94 speed. Again, 94 speed will be outdated fairly soon, but this card's about 300K. If you can get him under that, definitely go for it. I just think he's really well balanced. Again, another one that if you want a sub linebacker, you can, but 94 speed, 90 tackle, 93 pursue, should be pretty good against the run support archetype, but he still has 93 zone and 94 man. Really good coverages to add in with that 88 hit power. He would require pick artist for 2 AP, and if you want to go cheaper, one of my favorite cards of the entire year here, strong safety, zero chill, Kyle Hamilton, 6'4", 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 87 tackle, and then he gives you incredibly good zone at 95, hit power 92, man coverage at 92, down to 240K. This card was one of the better cards from the entire zero chill release. He can play high safety and coverage. He can be a sub linebacker. You can use him. He's got the speed and the height out there, and he gets pick artist for 2 AP. And there you have it. Those are all the cards right now that I do think are worth picking up. Let me know what players you guys picked up after watching this video. Leave it down below in the comment section, and thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.